Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Inside the Den. Today we're going to take a look at Mechwarrior Online. This is a free-to-play mech combat first-person shooter, but we're going to jump right in. We're going to get started. So we're going to launch, but I'm going to pause the game so you guys be ready. I'm going to be right into it and get going right away. And I'll come back to all the other aspects that are out here as soon as we get through the first gameplay. I want you guys to see what's going on in there. All right, guys. So we're in our first battle. The first battle is going to take place. We're in what's called the Caustic Valley. I'll be able to bring up the map and show you in a second. It's basically a valley that's like a giant volcano or caldera. It's basically like collapsed or kind of still working, whatever. It's kind of a wasteland. So you see counting down. Everybody's connected. We're ready to go. You can see down in the bottom right-hand corner, I've got that little, all of my weapons there, and I've got them all set up in groups. Now you do this very simply. You basically you can go use your arrow keys, move around, move up or down, and then just use your right control to set which actual weapons you want to be within that group. So there go my teammates. As you can see, the game is really, really good looking. It looks like we're going straight for it. We're coming from the bottom. You can see this is our base down there in Sector 16, just H6 and 16. Theirs is in C4. So we're going to make a run at their base right now. See if we can make it all the way through and not get wasted along the way. So it looks like he's just making a run for it, and off we go. Now I'm cruising kind of at half throttle. You can see my throttle on the side of the mini-map is in the orange. I'm going about 34.7 kpm. On the right side you see a little red bar. Now that's actually your heat, so you need to pay attention to that. Now already we've got somebody that's disconnected. Fantastic. It's always good when that happens. Now you can see I do have multiple different options as far as my weapons are concerned. I've got a couple large lasers, I've got a small laser, and then I've got LRM, which is long-range missiles that'll shoot. Each one of those will shoot 15 missiles at a time. But you do want to get locked in. We'll show you how we get locked in here. Hopefully we can survive long enough to be able to get locked in. And we're cruising along. Like I said, you can see the game is really good looking. You see at the top where it says friendly and enemy. Basically what that is that's actually a monitor of your base and your base health and how much you own of it. So right now we own 100%. Now if the enemy starts stacking guys in our base, or if we start stacking guys in their base, that will actually start to decrease. It looks like somebody's going to come over the ridge attacking that guy of ours. Let's see if we can get a shot in on him. There we go. Now we're going to get a lock in on him, fire some missiles at him. So he's going to back up a little bit, but he's still going to take damage from those missiles because I had him locked in. So those missiles will follow heat synced or heat locked, so to say. We're going to cruise over here. It looks like we got somebody coming up this way. I'm going to kind of cruise along this little ridge here, see if there's any guys down there. Let's slow ourselves down a little bit. Now we can move our turret independent of our actual body. So we can start cruising off in one direction and then have our turret aim in a different direction, which is kind of a cool little feature, so you can kind of circle about and circle around guys. So we've got some guys trying to lock me in right now. Let's get down here. We got this guy who we can fire some missiles at. There we go. There go our missiles. They're gonna run after that guy, do some damage. You can see he's got 65% of his damage, or 65% of his health left. We got a bunch of guys dead already. So, and our base is under attack. So we've either got to make a run at their base, or we've got to go back and defend. I think everybody's pretty much set themselves up to just make a run at their base and forget actually defending. Let's just see how much damage we can do, because we actually do get bonuses for doing more damage and getting assists on kills. So let's see what we can do here. Let's kind of back it up a little bit, fire off some missiles, see if we can get some help here. We're taking massive amounts of damage. Heat limit exceeded. We can override that with a big O. So that's a major heavy bad guy right there. He's got an Atlas that he's coming at us with. I'm taking some major damage. I'm gonna do a little retreat here, kind of cruise along this little line here, see if I can save myself. We've got a bunch of guys. We got a bunch of guys over here too, so we should be able to handle these guys. Let's see if we can get over here and help our little buddy there. Take this little guy out that's running around, giving him a hard time. Now you can see as we hit the other mechs that they actually light up. So you can tell when you're actually doing some damage. So this guy's he's kind of circling around our guy right now. Let's see if we can get a lock on him. There we go. And as you notice, the lasers actually go out as beams. So if you take and you fire your laser and you move it, then it'll actually go out of the beat. I'm getting beat up from all directions right now. So let's go ahead and get this guy at. Let's get a little bit of friendly fire, Limpy. Yeah, well, you walked into it. I'm a moron. You walked into it. Let's make a run this direction over here. So I'm gonna see if I can make a run at their base. They got a guy sitting back there, but I don't know if he's actually defending or if he's doing anything at all. Let's fire on him, see what happens. See if he actually moves. Nope, he's not moving, so I'm gonna go ahead and just keep firing him. See if we can keep taking him out. See if I can get into their base and start actually taking their base down a little bit. There we go. Let's get in here, get into their base. So now that we're into their base, there's their little base base piece right there. So we can actually fire our long-range missiles from here, fire it off in that direction, and actually fire from their base. Now we're actually decreasing their base right now. Let's see if we can get another lock on that guy. Fire again. Firing away there. I'm basically the only one left, right? Yep. So here we go. Here comes the fun. So basically, my entire team got wiped out. So we weren't going to win that anyways. Now that is one thing that is a little bit disturbing right there, is that when you do take and you do have somebody locked on like that, if you take and you just nail them with missiles, it just goes right through them. So I'm not sure why that happens, but I did die. I did more damage than anybody on my team, so they can all kiss my butt. But there you guys go. We'll get into another match here in a second. But we did lose. You can see my credits over there. I did earn for kill assist and also for damage done. All right, so here we are. We're back in the actual kind of home page, or the lobby, let's call it. And you got your options, like I said, of your mech lab. Now, in your mech lab, you're going to be able to go ahead and pick your different mechs. Here's the mech I was using. Now, I can go with an awesome, I can go with the dragon, I can go with the raven. These are the 4 options that you have available to begin with. And as you can see, as I select through here, you've got different tonnage, you've got firepower, heat efficiency, armor, and so on. So you can see as we move along, those attributes change. So obviously the awesome has the highest amount of firepower, but it's also slow, but it also has a lot of armor. We'll play our next round with the awesome. You can see he's got small laser, large laser, LRM-15, also has jump jets, and there's the heat sinks to keep the heat down, got a standard engine, which you can change all of this stuff out. Now, when you're earning the C bills, those will all come down here, and you can see right now I've got my 60,000. I'm not sure why I didn't get the 544, but I've got 60,000. You can also see I have no experience, which I didn't earn any experience. And the reason that that stuff becomes important is when you own a mech, you can go here to create a new mech. You can see I have to generate enough C bills to actually purchase my first mech. And not until I actually purchase my first mech will I start earning any experience. So I can also go in and I can spend money and I can purchase, you know, for mech cash, I can purchase some of these mechs. Now some of these are not very expensive, but it's still more than the 300 that I have. So I'm going to have to continue to use the pre-made mechs and then be able to purchase a mech by earning enough of these CB to actually earn my first commando mech, or whether I go with the 1B, the 1D, the 2D, or the 3A. And they all obviously have their own pluses and minuses, as you can see as I move down these first mechs that you really earn enough money to afford. That's when you can see all these differences over here. And you can also break down by what weaponry they have and all that stuff as well. But for now, we're going to only use the mechs that the game provides. So we're actually going to go a little heavier. We're going to go with the awesome, and we'll jump right in. Actually, before we get into that, before we get into another game, let's cover the pilot lab. So the pilot lab, as you earn experience, you're then going to be able to have different types of, or you're going to be able to train your actual pilot. You can see he's got different stuff like hard braking, arm reflex, twist speed, anchor turn, heat containment, twist X, kinetic burst, cool run. Then you got elite skills, which is the quick ignition, pinpoint, speed tweak, fast fire, and then master, which is a module slot. You can see all these cost experience, but you're going to have your own mechs. You're not going to be able to use the mechs that they provide. You're going to have your own mechs to be able to do that stuff. And then you obviously have being able to do different variants based upon your different. And you're going to have to buy your different variants based upon your different type of mechs. You know, your light, medium, heavy, and you know, your awesome or your Atlas, which they call the A-top. Then you've also got your pilot trees here, which, I mean, you've got all kinds of different stuff based upon different modules. So the game gets really deep when it comes to customization of whether it be your pilot, whether it be your individual mech you're going to be able to take. And when you buy your own mech, you're going to be able to individually kind of, you see here, you got your different components that you can select, change out, add weaponry, add heat sinks, add all that stuff, add different engines, all those different things. But for now, we're going to jump into another game with the awesome. I need to pause or the game will crash. All right, guys, so here we go. We'll give you one more battle. This one is in what I consider probably one of the nicest and luscious maps. It really shows off the game's engine. Lots of trees and cliff sides and water and all that stuff. Really, really showcases what the game's engine can do. So we're going to kind of hold back a little bit this time. You're going to see we're going to be down in kind of a bottom little area, and I'm going to hold back and let these guys kind of come at us. So we're down here, they're over here, they're going to cruise at us. We're going to get ourselves kind of set up. Let's see if everybody is set for movement, or they said, all right, they're set for movement. So we're going to move a little bit, head out with these three guys, kind of see if we can't wreak some havoc. So, but you could see, I mean, look at the trees. The trees look really gorgeous. Buildings, you could see buildings and stuff like that. You've got great shadowing, great stuff as far as lighting is concerned. The sound effects are really well done as far as the explosions and all that. So see this guy, he's cruising. He's going to cruise along the coast here. So he's going to be heading really, really far that way. There's also tunnels, so you can cruise and creep along different tunnels and stuff. So you can really find your way through some different pieces of the map. Getting to know the maps becomes very advantageous. Knowing where areas are that you can kind of hide your mech, which hide your mech is kind of an oxymoron, but yes, hide your mech, because these things are big hunks of metal, so to say. So let's see if we can sneak around here. I think we got an enemy right there. So we're gonna sneak in here, see if we can get some damage in on him. We got a lot of lasers going in different directions, and then obviously based upon the color of the laser, that's like whether it's a large laser or medium laser or whatever, different size the laser is. So let's see what we've got going on in here. We've got a guy right over there, and we got a guy right over there as well. We got a few guys up there on the ridge. So you can see we've got a few things going on here. So we got a lot of missiles firing, heading off in different directions. Let's see if we can back these guys up a little bit. We're gonna come in, see if we can get some of these guys preoccupied a little bit. Oh, I'm getting fired on. I got missiles coming at me already. There's a little waterfall coming down that way. See if we can get some damage in on these guys. There we go. Fire off some missiles. Fire some more missiles, get ourselves going backwards. Get turned around here. There, he's down. Got our guy. Oh, I got more missiles coming in on me. They're just launching away, launching missiles at me. Let's see if we can get turned to the right direction here. Hey, guys all over the place. There we go. Get some fire. Get some covering fire in on these guys. And it's very, very tight over here where we're at right now. So you really have to be careful how you're maneuvering around. This guy just zooming around. See if we can get some damage done. There you go. Get our little small laser on him. Got somebody firing on me from behind. We gotta get our heat down a little bit. See if we can get this guy dialed in here. And it's one thing, and when you set your throttle, once you have your throttle set, you don't have to reset your throttle, just up and down. So from there, you just kind of just speed things up, slow things down. You don't really have to do much more than that once you got your throttle set. So throttle is kind of a tricky thing at first, but once you kind of figure it out, you kind of play with it a little bit. I got lasers coming at me in all directions. This guy to get out of the way so I don't friendly fire him. There we go, he's down. We got all kinds of damage coming our direction. Let's get out of here. I'm gonna zoom out of here. Come on now. Pick up the pace. Pick up the pace. Get out of here. Some S formation action going. I got too many guys on me. I'm done. I'm going down for the count. There it is. I knew it wouldn't take much longer. I had 3 guys on me. Spiral took me out. Oh, yeah, well, the best guy in the game. 4 kills already. Did I get any? I didn't get any, but I guarantee I got an assist. So let's keep an eye on what my teammates are doing. See if they can't handle it. Come on, guys. Pick it up. Get a move on. Get around the corner there. Get this guy off your ass. That guy's just wasting him with missiles. Let's see if that guy behind him can get going. Oh, we got more guys down. They got guys that are injured. Nope, there went one of their guys. It's close. 3-on-3 battle. Let's see how this is going to turn out. But I mean, look at this. I mean, look at the water. The water looks great. You got all these guys. I mean, all the mechs look great. You can see all the damage. You can see mechs when they're taking damage and getting pieces of them blown off. Graphics are really, really well done. Highly tout the graphics for sure. And it's really fast paced. The nice thing is each game only takes about 5 minutes. Maybe 5 or 6 minutes tops, maybe 10. So you're really not going to be in these games for a very long time. All right, we got 2 guys on their side and left. Come on, go get him. You know where he is. He's right there. Get a lock on him. Get a lock. Oh, he ain't got no missile. He's got 1 medium laser left. He's going to be able to fire like crazy on these guys because he's only got the 1 medium laser left. He's got to do anything and everything he can to try and keep these guys off of the. Uh-oh, there he went. There he went. So we got 2 guys left. See how these guys can manage. Fire, fire, fire. Keep shooting away. Keep shooting away. You're not getting any heat, dude. You gotta fire on him. Uh-oh. 1-on-2 now. Let's see how Red Rocket can do. Can he pull it off? Can he take out this hunchback and the last guy? The other guy's still standing. Uh-oh. Did he take him down? Nope. That was our guy. So he needs to take down TB Freelancer, which is actually a pretty decent player. I feel like I'm doing commentary now. I feel like I'm a sportscaster. He's all over the place. Ooh, that guy's got some laser action. TB Freelancer does. Oh, I don't know what's going on. He's got like the shakes or something. He's got to get turned. What's going on? Oh, come on now. I'm convinced PPCs can be effective. Yeah. Particle cannons. Ooh, that guy's... He's got a big laser barrage that he's shooting off. This guy's got to get lined up. I don't think it's going to go over so well. Red Rocket. I think Red Rocket may be done for. Unless he can get lined up properly and start wasting this guy. Oh, he's not doing very much damage. He's got critical damage. All he's got is a large laser and a small laser left. TB Freelancer's got too much firepower on his side. Let's see, is he going to be able to pull this off? Let's go, let's go. Oh, there it is. All done. So how did I do? Second to the bottom. 138 damage. I got 5 assists though. 5 kill assists. You can see that equaled up to 8,000 credits. So didn't do too bad, and I'm building up my credits to be able to buy my first mech. So I'll be right back and talk to you guys some more about some of the other things in the mech lab and the pilot lab. Alright, so the idea here is that you want to pick and choose what type of mechs you want to play with. Basically, kind of get comfortable with your own personal style, whether you want to pick a mech that's fast, scout type, you're going to run around, and then once you get into the fray, you're going to kind of loop around guys and kind of be pot-shotting at different guys, doing a little bit of damage here and there, keeping yourself out of trouble? Or do you want to get into kind of a medium level mech where you're a support, or you're kind of in the middle range between the really heavy guys and kind of those low level scouts? Or do you want to go with the really heavy duty guys where you're just sitting there and you've got, tons and tons of armor, tons of firepower, and you're just blasting away, taking all kinds of arms off, taking guys' legs down? The one funny thing is, if you are the really fast mech and you do find yourself in certain situations, you will actually get knocked down. You will have to pick yourself up off the ground and then, get yourself back into the fray. The real key is a matter of getting yourself earning enough for the C bills. You can see in just 2 matches, I've got 124,000. So it really doesn't take that long. You're looking at, let's see, minimum you're going to earn is 60,000 for a loss, and then you earn a little bit more when you win, and then obviously the better you do in the match, you earn some more. So even if you went 60,000, you'd have to play about 30 matches, but as you can see, they only take about 5 to 10 minutes each one. So you're looking at, let's say, if you wanted to get your first mech and it took you a total of 30 matches, you'd be talking about, what's that, 5, 30, 150. So you're talking about roughly 3 hours of total gameplay. Actually, it's actually more like 2.5 hours of total gameplay if you only earn the 60,000, which obviously you don't. For you to be able to earn your first mech that you can actually purchase, then you can start building up EXP and then start spending that in the pilot lab and all of that different stuff. You can see the graphics look gorgeous. Gameplay is nice and fluid. You've got good sounds. I actually have some of the sounds turned down right now so you guys can hear me talking and not just the sounds going on. But overall, I'd have to say that if you're an old school Mechwarrior fan, you want to jump back in the cockpit and you're looking for a good mech first person shooter, definitely give it a shot. There's a few things I think they're still tweaking, and I'm looking forward to seeing how some of those things play out. But we'll see how that all comes out. For now, I definitely recommend, if you're into mech games, you're looking for a new first-person shooter, give Mechwarrior Online a shot. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's trip inside the den. Don't forget to subscribe and keep yourself updated as each new episode is released. Also, please make sure to comment and like these videos. We really do appreciate those comments and those likes. If you'd like to play or learn more about Mechwarrior Online, you can read our full review at MMODen.com or just click the link in the description. Till next time, thanks for watching.